when you are a government agency or department and you're running a fraud, you can be sure that someone's going to catch the slippage that you imposed between your operation and the statute. And that's what I've done. David, the investigative reporter with Eagle Radio Network, I caught them at it. I caught them in flagrante delicto. And I have 3 cases against these people. One of them is right here in Chancery Court in Helena County, and here's the clerk and master's office. I've just come from filing another document in this case. It's called Toulis versus Garagano, Toulis versus Department of Revenue. And I'm suing to end a program in which there is slippage. The slippage is here. Here's the slippage, Your Honor. The slippage is between the certification requirements of the statute's policies and the ignoring of that certification requirement by the department. And here's in a nutshell what the story is. The statute pertains only to one type of insurance, not operator's insurance, not owner's policies, but what's called a motor vehicle liability policy. And that is the statutory interest of the TFRL, the Tennessee Financial Law. And yet the department is forcing everybody to buy insurance. Does it force them to buy motor vehicle liability policies? No, it does not. It forces them to buy operator's policies or owner's policies and produce the paperwork from those to show the department that, hey, I'm insured and I'm financially responsible. Well, that's what the slippage is right there. The slippage is they're not requiring people to buy the MV, the motor vehicle LP, the MVLP, the motor vehicle liability policy. You don't have to buy that. Just buy any insurance at all, and we'll count it as accepted. We'll count it as proper. But that's not how the law works. The law works upon people who have to buy insurance on condition of the privilege. In other words, insurance is the condition precedent to maintaining the privilege of operating and driving a motor vehicle, which is a privilege. You cannot exercise a privilege if you're under suspension, if you don't have this guarantee, the future-looking policy of security. That's what the statute describes, and yet these 2 departments long in safety. And Garagano, whom I call the guano, Garagano is in revenue. He makes you buy any insurance at all, operating the slippage, where you can just buy an ordinary owner's policy and you're fine. Well, he can't ignore what the statute requires. And what he's done is he's turned this program into a ban on the poor. The poor, he says twice in filings with me, because I force him to exhaust every drop of bile out of his system. And then I look at it with a microscope. That bile is telling me that he believes that his job is to ban poor people from the road. And he admits it. Poor people cannot use the roads. And as a Christian in service of the weak and the poor, in a diaconal ministry, I'm saying no, you can't arrest and prosecute people criminally for being poor and on the road at the same time without insurance. That's not what the statute says. And you are a gangster and a hood and a hoodlum, and I'm here to stop you.